Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of April 2020. And if you are an Aquarius Sun watching this reading, please don't forget to check out your Moon, Rising, Venus for total resonance and for you guys to get the whole picture. Okay. I am sensing Sagittarius and Leo and Virgo, so you could be dealing with those signs. Maybe you have those signs in your birth chart. Okay. So let's find out what do we have for our Aquarius this month of April. I don't have downloads for you guys, but let's get into your reading. Whoa. That was fast. Aquarius. Stay optimistic. That's the first message of the spirits for you guys. Stay optimistic. Stay playful. Ooh, I don't know why I'm sensing playful. Oh, Aquarius, what are you going through? Right, you have lots of worries. We have the Nine of Swords in upright, King of Pentacles in upright, Eight of Cups in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. You know what's really wonderful is that I feel like this is not an advice. It's more like your energy this month of April. Like you're going to be optimistic, even if you have lots of fears when it comes to your finances. Because you're the type of person who is not going to stop for anyone. Just to get your goal. Or to get your dream. To get your dream job. To get that person. I feel like you're in this energy of really standing your ground. Like if someone tells you that you can't do this or do that, you're going to prove them wrong. I feel like you're the type of person who's not going to just walk away just because there's a conflict, just because you feel like you can't do something about it. Well, I feel like you can't do something about it, but anyway, like on other things, or sometimes when you feel like you can't do something about it, you're not going to stop just because you feel like it. Just because there's a negative energy surrounding you. But I feel like this April, I feel like you're going to like stay optimistic with this whole thing. I feel like I'm sensing that you're going to be more focused on your job or your career with the King of Pentacles. Probably for someone, but I don't feel like you're doing this for someone else. I feel like you're really doing this for yourself. I mean, I've been doing Aquarius reading and this is my favorite. This April's monthly forecast is my favorite because when I do, okay, I don't mean this in a bad way or a negative way, but this is the truth, okay? When I do Aquarius readings, I always connect with Aquarius who are always kind of like suffering or who does worries a lot. I'm not familiar with Aquarius, but maybe you really have this tendency to worry about anything or to worry a lot. Because I always see this Nine of Swords in your reading, but the difference between this April's monthly forecast and the other forecast that I created or that I channeled is that we have the Sun. And I'm really feeling your vibe right here. Like you are, really thriving and you're not going to stop just because you have worries or you have fears. Like you have this energy of I have fears, I have doubts within myself, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You have this strong conviction that you're going to do it. And I feel like, wow, I'm really so proud of you, Aquarius, because I've been doing monthly readings for like months now, and I'm really seeing your progress. I am connected to an Aquarius who's really making a progress in life. Yeah. They don't want to suffer again with the Five Pentacles in reverse. They don't want to left out in the cold. That's why they're doing their job for themselves, Being the King of Pentacles. Being that mature person, right? Can we have one more card, the very last card for Aquarius? I'm proud of this changes, of this progress, Aquarius. Seeing the Sun and the Nine of Swords in in the same spread is really difficult because you have these fears, right? And it's really, based on my experiences, it's really hard to stay optimistic when you have lots of fears. And I'm proud of you, Aquarius. I'm proud of you for being like this, for seeing the sun and then the Nine of Swords. That's very powerful. Like, you can stay optimistic while having these fears. Being that bright person, For some of you, maybe, you're not an extrovert, maybe not that bright or friendly kind of person, but you're staying optimistic because you have this goal. Whoa. Okay, 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles. You could be letting go of someone. For some of you, it could be that this is you confessing to someone. We will clarify the cards, but that's what I instantly felt. You could be letting go of someone. Or you could be confessing your feelings to this 9 of Pentacles. So this person is independent, the single lady. Because the 9 of Pentacles is someone who's very independent. They are striving in life, and you want to get to their side, You want to be that king for them because they are stable, so you want to be much more stable than them because you want something to provide to them. You want them to accept you. But I don't feel like you're really doing this for the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you were doing this for yourself. To be independent. For other people to know that you're not being codependent anymore. That you are doing your best even if you have lots of fears, even if you worry a lot. I really feel like you're doing this for yourself. Even if you are planning to confess to someone, I don't feel like you were doing this for anyone else. I feel like you're just doing it for yourself. You want to be stable this time. You want to achieve that stable life. It could be that you're separating from someone and you want to be single. That's why you're focusing on your job, you're focusing on your career. Let me move this right here. The second shuffle. I also feel like for some of you, you could be confessing your feelings towards to the other person. Could be the 9 of Pentacles, someone who's balanced and stable and single. Yeah, why do I keep repeating that? Yeah, they're single. Okay. I also feel like this person is really soft if you are planning to confess your feelings. They're a soft person. I feel like you have these fears of being able to provide for some reasons. Maybe you were just in the beginning stage, but I'm proud of you that you are staying optimistic. But you have fears, I'm sensing it. You have fears of knowing or stepping onto the unknown. Can we clarify the sun? Seven of Cups in reverse. You feel like, for some of you feel like you don't have any resources. But you're staying optimistic. You're still staying optimistic. For some of you, you are thinking that you don't have any options but to stay optimistic. But still, Aquarius, that's a hard thing to do. Alright? And so, be proud of yourself that you are staying optimistic even if you have lots of fears, okay? So for some of you, you're feeling like you don't have any resources. You're going to feel this way. Or for some of you, you don't have any choice but to stay optimistic. This is for 9 of Swords. You have fears because of the trauma. Issues from your past, from your childhood. You're still reminiscing probably for some of you. Or you're planning to reconcile, but you're kind of scared. Yeah. If you are confessing to someone, you're kind of scared. This could be a reconciliation. It doesn't have to be your ex. It could be someone from your past. You've known them for a while and then you lost communication with them and now you're coming back. If that doesn't resonate with you, maybe this is you. Maybe this is just your trauma. Maybe this is your issues from past histories, memories, and that you're still it's not that you want to reminisce it, it's just that you can't help it but to think about the past and like, why is this happening to me because of the past, you know? You can't help it, but I feel like you need to stay optimistic. You need to continue doing that. Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, you are separating from someone with the Two of Wands because of the imbalance. Like, you want to focus on your job, on your career. That's many. Eight of Cups in reverse. You feel like there's still some imbalance in your workplace. We have the Nine of Air. Wow, the transformation is so good. Eight of Cups in reverse talks about not emotionally walking away or not being able to walk away from something. But this is you not being able to walk away from the feeling of not wanting to be left out in the cold again. This is you. Like, you don't have any fears of achieving your goals anymore, unlike before. I mean, based on the monthly readings that I did. Yeah, this is you striving. This is you holding on to that dream or to that goal that you once had, and now you're like really holding on to it. Because this is you, you know, standing up on your own and moving on from that feeling of being left behind. So this is you standing up on your own and that you don't have any fears. I feel like you have fear of the unknown, of stepping on onto the unknown because you're still becoming that King of Pentacles. But when it comes to achieving your goals, I feel like you don't have anything to worry about and that you don't have any fears when it comes to your goals, to your dreams. You're starting to believe in yourself again. Five of Pentacles. I feel like you don't really want to struggle again or anymore. Ace of Air in reverse. If you're planning to separate from someone, this particular someone could be disrespecting you or feeling or making you feel like you're not really in a relationship with them. They're like dismissing you, ignoring you. And there are no ideas anymore in this relationship. Like, there is no chance for you guys to blossom because of the Ace of Swords. Like, there's no communication anymore, and there are no ideas. Like, you can't think, you can't communicate with them because they're dismissing you, but you don't want it anymore. I don't feel like you still want it. For some of you, this is reconciliation, that you want to reconcile with them. Sometimes you feel like it's you. It's you. Like, you are the reason why you guys are breaking up because you were not stable. That's why you're becoming the King of Pentacles. But it feels to me like in time you're going to realize that you're doing it for yourself. You're doing this King of Pentacles thing, you know, striving and working hard. It's for yourself. You're going to realize that if you're still planning to reconcile with someone. But if not, I feel like this is you not communicating anything to other people. You're kind of afraid and being protective with your heart. You're kind of afraid that some people will jeopardize your plans or goals. But I feel like it's totally fine. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the Five of Earth again. And the Knight of Air in reverse. Okay, so yeah. I feel like, yeah, for some of you, I'm really sensing two energies. Some of you are confessing to someone, which is the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, you're letting go of the Son of Pentacles. For some of you, are planning to confess their feelings towards this person. I feel like you know that you need to be stable first before you could confess your feelings to this person. You know that you have to be stable. You know that you have to be financially stable. You know that you have you got to have something to provide. For some of you who are leaving this person, it's probably because there are lots of struggles and burdens within the relationship. But I feel like for the most of you, I feel like this is confession for the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You're letting out of that emotions, letting out of that hidden feelings for that person. With the Knight of Air and here in reverse, I feel like you are not rushing into something anymore. You're not, just confessing. You want it to be stable this time. You want it to be stable. You want it to be in a stable. You want to be in a stable commitment. Okay, not just because you want that person. You're not rushing in. You're not being impulsive anymore. You're really being wise when it comes to this relationship or this connection. Let's clarify the sign of Pentacles. That was, yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Lovers, you feel like this is your soulmate. And we have the Hermits in reverse. You feel like it's time to, move. It's time to work things out and work hard for this connection. And it's time to get serious. We have ego at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like for some of you, you are still trapped in that negative thoughts. Some of you, okay, that's just a reminder from the universe, okay? Don't roast me in the comment section because I'm just your messenger. Alright? Yeah, for some of you, you're really realizing that you need to get out there and be open to possibilities, be open to opportunities, and, stop procrastinating and just do it. It's not about procrastinating, that's the wrong word. I mean, you have this fear, but for some of you, you're starting to realize that you need to set aside your fear, even if you can't, and just do it. Even if you have lots of fears, just do it. You're starting to realize that you need to do it. Because I feel like this is your soulmate. And you're feeling that this is your soulmate. This is the one with the Lovers. This is the one you want to marry. But there's a stability when it comes to emotions. Because you really can feel it that this is your soulmate. But the stability when it comes to finances, that's where the question... Okay. Let's have more cards for you. We have for Aquarius. Wow, we have 10 of Wands in reversed. This is you really putting down the burdens. Wow. Page of Swords. This is you finding an information, probably spying on this person. For some of you, you're really spying on this person. But I feel like this is you finding more information and knowledge on how to do this, how to do that. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Ooh, you could really be spying on someone. Yeah. Spying on this Queen of Swords. This person could be far away from you. Or if not, this person isn't communicating with you. With the Swords in reverse. I feel like you're feeling that sometimes they're annoying because they're not communicating with the Queen of Swords in reverse, and sometimes they have this tendency to cut through the heart, with their words. But they are truthful kind of person. They are honest, kind of blunt sometimes. We could be dealing with an air sign as well. Or this could really be you, that you are not communicating this to the other party that you are spying on. Why would you communicate that you're spying on them? I mean, that's common sense. This could be you not communicating that you are finding information or details about them. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're spying on them. It could be that you're just finding out information through Facebook, their posts, Twitter, Instagram, Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. This is the one. Seven of Cups. Like out of all the options, you're choosing this person. Because this person, it's not because they're stable. It's because you know that you guys have this potential to be stable when you guys are, when you guys get together, when you guys be in a relationship. And you have One last card for Aquarius. That's too many. That's too many. I just can't. That's Ace of Chalices. Okay. Last card for Aquarius. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, but you're not going to offer yet. Because I feel like for some of you, you're feeling like you're out of resources. We have the Seven of Chalices twice in this. For some of you, you're going on a transformation mode with the Death in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, you're still ending some chapters. Ending toxic behaviors, but I don't feel like it's going to resonate for most of you. I feel like with the Seven of Chalices, this is about you thinking that you don't have any resources, or you don't have any options or things to provide or to give to this other party. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you're not going to offer the cup of love yet. But with the Ace of Pentacles, you have an idea. I feel like you're going to have lots of ideas, and I feel like you're thinking that this relationship, if you're going to be able to nurture it, or if this relationship blossoms, I feel like that it's going to be stable, and that this person could really be the one that you can marry or have kids with because of the Lovers a while ago. But yeah, I feel like if you are a cross watcher and you're waiting for this Aquarius, I don't feel like they're going to offer yet with the Page of Pentacles. They're still figuring things out, but not in a way that they are really procrastinating. I feel like they are really striving and focusing on themselves, focusing on the money and ways on how to provide something to you, like in time, when they feel like it's the right time to provide something. So let's have another card for Aquarius. That was passed. A time to give rather than take. The energy is gaining momentum. I will leave it to you guys because obviously I don't feel like I need to say more. Balance spirituality and practicality. Aquarius, I feel like it really is a good time, or it really is a good thing for you guys to really offer something. I feel like because you're coming up as someone who's very materialistic in this, I mean it in a good way. I mean, there's nothing wrong with thinking about the future because that's what you're doing right here, and I'm seeing it. But they're saying it's time to give rather than take. Especially with this full moon in Pisces, I feel like it's time to think about your emotions as well. Because I feel like not confessing anything, it's actually burdening you as well. Let me get one more card. That's too many. I can't. I feel like it's time to be much more in tune with your heart. You're probably not being like that because of what happened in the past, or that you're doubting yourself. It's time to take an action. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, like, throughout the whole reading. Bottom of the deck. Guys, you are coming up in your own spread. Bring love into the situation. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's really a great time for you guys to like confess. I mean that's still your decision, but I'm just giving advice. That's still completely up to you. But what the universe is saying that it's good to invest in here, like now. It's good to confess. It's great. It's a great idea. And it says in here, it's time to take an action. I mean, yeah, you are being practical about this, you are thinking about the future, but I feel like you have something to provide. I mean, we have the Ace of Pentacles, but you're thinking that you don't have any resources or you don't have anything to provide. But honestly, Aquarius, you have something. You have to balance this heart and the practicality. I feel like this person is going to respond if you confess, and if you just, have this conversation that you want probably to take everything so. Because you're thinking about the future and this is the only thing that you could offer. Just follow your intuition, I feel like. But it's time to take an action. This is your calling, okay? This is your sign. Okay, Aquarius, that is what I got for you for this monthly forecast for the month of April. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus sign for total resonance. I am sensing Libra right now and Sagittarius. So you could be those signs or you could be dealing with those signs, okay? Right. I will see you guys in the next monthly forecast, Aquarius. Take care, lots of love, everyone. I hope this resonated with you and I hope this helps. For your cross watchers, good luck with this because your Aquarius is being practical. Alright, there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next monthly forecast. Everyone, take care, lots of love, and stay safe. And yeah, bye.